Greetings, everybody. In fact, this is not the first time Russia accuses Ukraine of using white phosphorus. There were videos that were disseminated during this conflict, whether in Yakhmut or in other cities, that prove or that actually show that white phosphorus might have been used. But there has to be a neutral investigation committee in order to look into this subject with bias and professionalism.
Now, if those claims were proved, how might the accusations regarding the use of white phosphorus affect Ukraine's relations with the international community, particularly its allies?
Madam, in my calibration, Ukraine unfortunately is being used as a tool to confront Russia. And so we can say that Russia is well backed by Western countries, on top of which, of course, is the United States. There is some news that Ukraine used some smoke bombs and chemical smoke bombs in Kursk that actually lead to cases of apnea and suffocation among the population. But the West didn't move. In fact, the West only moves when it has an interest to do so. And so Ukraine now finds or might find itself in a legal predicament with legal courts or tribunals. But once more, the crisis is not going to be so tightened for Ukraine, because these entities, these legal entities, are actually under the control of Western countries that back Ukraine up.
Now, President Putin has stressed that any bilateral agreements would have to be signed with legitimate Ukrainian authorities. How does this affect the potential for dialogue between both countries?
In my own calibration, in fact, no negotiations can be done anymore between the two countries. After Igor Klirik, in fact, the chief of radioactive and chemical and biological protection department, in fact, this puts an end to even the potentiality of a negotiation happening. The statement that you just mentioned, in fact, regarding the statement before the assassination of Kriging, we found some ascension or escalation in the statements between the two parties. But later on, it seemed that Ukraine didn't want to have any dialogue at all. And right now, Putin is claiming that the current authorities in power in Ukraine right now are illegitimate